Welcome back to my channel. Does it seem like I did the author newbie tag and left immediately? Yes. Is that basically what I did? Also yes. And is that what I intended to do? No. No, it was not. But life got busy and my time for shooting videos became tinier and tinier and tinier until it was basically non-existent. But today is November 1st, and that means it's the first day of NaNoWriMo. So let's stop listening to my super lame excuses and get into what I've been up to and what I'm going to be working on for Nano. Let's do it. So first, what have I been up to? Well, the answer to that is actually quite a lot when it comes to my writing projects. On September 4th, I finished the first draft of my novella that's going to be free for my newsletter subscribers, which we're going to talk about more in the later part of this video. But I finished that on September 4th. It has 9 chapters, and after I did 2 rounds of editing, it came out to about 35,000 words, give or take a little bit. So, of course, in my excitement, that did not mean that the work was over. I had a lot of stuff that I still had to do, and one of those things was to hire beta readers. So I chose to find my beta readers via Upwork, which is a site where freelance business owners can upload profiles and projects, and you can put out job descriptions that they can then apply to with a bid for how much the job will cost. I got really lucky and found 2 super great beta readers that without any conversation actually focused on 2 different parts of my book, which wound up being great because their feedback overlapped. One of them focused on more of the minuscule details, things that were inconsistent between chapters, plot points that needed to be moved just a little bit in order for them to make more sense in the story, all that kind of thing, which was super duper helpful. The other beta reader ended up focusing more on like big project kind of things. So like needing more scenes of the couple being together to make the breakup a little more believable, things like that. So that was really super great. I was very, very happy with the feedback that I got from the betas, and I am working on incorporating that right now. Now, as you may or may not know, if you subscribe to my newsletter or read my blog, which I can talk about at the end, you'll know that I hired a cover editor, or cover designer, excuse me, back in September. I want to say it was like middle-ish of September. She was supposed to start working on my cover at the beginning of October, and then we were going to be done with it by the end of October, so I could release at the end of November. But unfortunately, she got sick, had to have some emergency surgery, and so my cover got pushed back. Now it's not going to be done until the end of November. So I am going to be publishing at the beginning of December. Do you want to know an exact date? I will tell you that in just a little while. But the important thing is that on October 27th, I got all of the details for my cover finalized. Art was chosen, style was chosen, exact wording was chosen. So right now, my cover is being put together and designed. She's going to send me a couple of mock-ups here in a couple of weeks. I will pick one to approve and note any changes, and then I will have that cover hopefully maybe a little bit sooner than she planned. She's feeling a little bit better than she thought she might be. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm really excited. So that brings me to NaNoWriMo. So if you know me in real life, you know that NaNoWriMo has been a thing for me for like almost 10 years. If you're not familiar with NaNoWriMo, it stands for National Novel Writing Month, and the goal of NaNoWriMo is to write 50,000 words of your novel in 30 days. So this year is different for me personally. Usually when we get to NaNoWriMo season, I like to be starting on a new book, a new project. I have successfully completed Nano twice now, I think, out of the like 10-ish years that I've tried it. So it's not easy. I know it takes a lot of dedication. But anyway, I'm not starting a new book. I am in the middle of drafting book 1 of the series, and I probably have 20 to 25,000-ish words left before I am done. I believe my current word count sits at about 51,000. So my goal for Nano is to finish drafting book 1 and to start drafting book 2. I really, really wanted to be done with book 1 by Halloween, but just like my time for making videos, my time for writing was down the toilet through a lot of October. So that didn't happen. But I did get from right around 14 to 20,000 words, which is where I started October, to 51,000 by the end of October. And that was without even being super disciplined or writing every day. So I'm feeling confident about finishing book 1, starting book 2, and getting a really good chunk of book 2 done by the end of November. If everything goes according to plan, by December 31st, I will hopefully have book 2 also completely drafted, just the first draft, not ready for release or anything like that, which will mean that I wrote 3 first drafts in 2023. That's my goal. Fingers crossed at this time. It still remains to be seen, but I'm very excited. So that is my goal for Nano, 25,000 words in book 1 to finish up the draft, 25,000 words or more in book 2 to get started on that draft. Also, something fun that I get to do in this month is I actually get to take vacation, which will be so much fun. And for my vacation, I'm going to go to Wyoming. I decided with my husband to go to the place where I'm writing about because I've never been. And I think it would be really, really fun to get to see all that stuff firsthand, see the culture firsthand, the landscape, get to know some of the details of the area that I'm writing in. So that's really, really fun. Hopefully I'll be able to post some video from that at some point before the end of the year so you guys can see a few of my adventures. But yes, so that brings me to a couple of very exciting things. Announcement time! So, the first thing is that I'm going to be trying to be more active on this channel. Through the month of November, I really want to be able to give you guys updates on how Nano is going. I want you to know when I finish drafting the first book and get started on the second one. I want to give you some updates on the final process because I still need to send it to an editor. and I still need to have my cover back for my novella. So I still have a few things that need to be finished up before I can publish in December. So I want to be able to take you guys on that journey. And of course, I want to be able to take you guys on the journey of publishing on the day that I do that, which I'm going to announce in just a second. So, yeah, I want to be more active on this channel. That's always been my goal. Hopefully in November, I'm going to have some more time than I think to do that. So that's announcement number 1. Announcement number 2 is that I want you to be able to read my book, which is called Say Your Line. That's the novella that's coming out here in like a month-ish. I'll announce the date in a second. I want you to be able to read that. And the only way that you can read that is if you're subscribed to my newsletter. So, if you want to subscribe to my newsletter, I send out like 2-ish emails a week. I try to. That's not been very consistent. But I try to send out 2-ish emails a week. And the way that you can sign up is by going to my website. This is my website. I'm going to put it here for you to see. And then I'm also going to say it out loud in case you need the extra. So it's marliesgoodroad.wixsite.com/author. So here and marliesgoodroad.wixsite.com/author. There will be a pop-up when you get onto my page that tries to convince you to sign up. And then there's also a page on my website where you can sign up for my newsletter. On release date, if you are already signed up for my newsletter, you will get the link to download the EPUB of my book on release day. So if you want to read my book and you want to have it on release day, go sign up for my newsletter. I also write a blog on my website where I'm going to be posting things like nano progress and some other details and all that kind of thing. So maybe keep my website bookmarked so you can see my blogs. I usually try to send links to those in my newsletters. It doesn't always happen because I don't always get to send out newsletters. So keep an eye on my blog. It's got more information, all that kind of stuff. So now, the moment that you've been waiting for, release date for my book, my novella, Say Your Line, is going to be December 4th, 2023. That is a Monday, December 4th, 2023. I'm going to release my novella in my newsletter. So, again, one more time, if you want to get my novella on release day, all you have to do is sign up for my newsletter on my website. That's it. And then you'll get the opening to the whole universe I'm creating for the other 7 books that will be part of the series. I am so excited to be able to release that to you guys, to everybody. I'm very, very excited to be able to release it. So that's my life. That's what's been going on. That's what I'm up to. I'm excited. There's so many good things going on, and I'm going to be having fun writing stories and creating worlds for you guys. So I will see you hopefully in a week or less with an update on how my writing is going for NaNoWriMo. Until then, see you guys later. Bye.